For joining us on NewsX, our big focus this hour, asserting that Jammu and Kashmir has been, is and will always remain an integral part of India. Home Minister Amit Shah has said Congress and the Gupkar gang want to take Jammu and Kashmir back to the era of terror and turmoil. Shah cited Gupkar alliance leaders' remarks to seek international help to restore Article 370 and sought an answer from Congress leaders Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi to explain if they supported them. The BJP has been targeting the Congress in its bid to corner the opposition party ever since the latter decided to join the Gupkar alliance to contest the local body polls in J&K. Let me bring in at this point a special panel. Sunil Sethi, BJP Chief Spokesperson for Jammu and Kashmir, is joining us live. Vikram Malhotra, Senior Leader of the Apni Party, is joining us live. Rajiv Chunni, Chairman SOS International, will be joining us shortly. And Sumit Peer, political commentator, is live with us on the broadcast as well. Sumit, let me begin with you first. How do you really view this strong attack on the Gupkar gang by Home Minister Amit Shah?
Thanks for having me on your show. Well, you have to see the sequence of events. Do not see it in isolation. The events go back to the parliament when Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary said that how can you decide on 370? We have to talk to Pakistan. It's a bilateral issue. That's point number one. Then Mr. Chidambaram saying that 370 should be restored. Point number two. And there have been a lot of hues and cries coming from the local unit of the Congress, which again talks the same line. Now it comes when Mr. Mir, the Kashmir head of the Congress, is seen with Mr. Farooq Abdullah and the Gupkar gang, so-called. Now, when Mr. Abdullah talks about talking to China and when Mehbooba ji talks about talking to Pakistan, it makes things very difficult. Now, unfortunately, things have been going like this and Congress has been, enjoying the kind of this thing happening around. But the problem came when the Bihar election results came. And this all boomeranged on them. You see the Bihar debacle, then you see all the by-elections. Even if you look at UP, they lost deposit in most of the seats. Now, unfortunately, the story of Congress is it doesn't matter except three people, Rahul ji, Priyanka ji, and Sonia ji. So what did Mr. Amit Shah do? He rightly asked the three people who only matter in Congress, what is your position on 370? Are you for it or are you against it? If you're for it, then tell us. If you're against it, then what is your KPCC chief doing with this Gupkar gang? And what has China's role to be in it and what has Pakistan's role to be in this? Especially what baffles me is Mr. Farooq Abdullah, being such a senior politician, after being so many years into politics, he wants to bring in China. We all know the re-education camps of China. And do you want to open re-education camps in Kashmir? And what the hell is China's business in Kashmir? Right? It's our internal issue. 370 हमने लगाया, 370 हमने हटाया. So problem कहाँ? What is this China and Pakistan business going on? It is very important that the Congress comes and clarifies its stand, and it has to come from nobody else except the first family of the Congress. That's my take on it.
Vikram Malhotra, at the end of the day, this is a rather controversial position that has been put forth by the Gupkar alliance, do you believe? The fact is, why should they seek international help to restore Article 370? It's an internal issue of India. They can be opposed to the abrogation. But why should they seek foreign intervention?
Thank you, Udayji, for having me on the show. I would like to start with where Mr. Peer left. That it is really unfortunate for a country like India, where we have a major opposition party in Indian National Congress, which is siding with the people. And those people, unfortunately, who have held constitutional positions, have been, Dr. Farooq Abdullah has been the Chief Minister of the state many times. He has been a union minister in Vajpayee's cabinet. And these people, these responsible people are invoking now the enemy nations to sort out India's internal matters, which is very painful. And you see now what Congress, I just read a tweet where Congress has denied that it is not a part of this alliance, wherein the Congress president, the spokesperson, they met the Gupkar people. It was all over in the press. The president, Dr. Farooq Abdullah, said that the president of the JKPCC has met him and he has assured of all the support. And the next day, it was followed by the local leaders of Jammu going and meeting the alliance partners. And today they're saying that we are not a part of this alliance, unholy alliance. I mean, they were the people who were saying that we will not contest elections until and unless 370 is brought back, until and unless 35A is brought back, and then suddenly when they see losing ground, they say that they will contest election, and the major political party of this country, which was a part of the freedom movement, and they decide to side with these people, and now suddenly there's a flip-flop. So all this happening in the name, at a time when the people through the DDC elections are being empowered in the real sense. I mean, people, this third tier of democracy is being empowered. And when they see the ground slipping from beneath their feet, they are issuing all kinds of statements, whether it's invoking the foreign powers.
But that's the point, Vikram Malhotra. That's the point. So you believe the Congress is taking convenient positions on this. They should have one line on the issue of Gupkar alliance, and they should have one line on the issue of all these points that I've raised already on 370, on the Indian flag, on other issues of J&K that the Gupkar alliance is in favor of. Because obviously Amit Shah is targeting Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi because the Congress has adopted. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, rightly so. You see, when Congress decides to be a part of this alliance, this flip-flop policy has been the forte of Congress for quite some time. They have been following National Conference in deciding their Jammu and Kashmir strategy. So they don't have their strategy of their own. So now, after having decided to be a part of this alliance, they suddenly realize that we are going to face the flag in the rest of the nation, and they issue a statement today, just now, that we are not a part of this alliance. And who are they trying to fool? The whole world knows now. There have been statements. If you want, I can send you the newspaper cutting wherein the people, the official appointees of the Jammu Kashmir Congress have been meeting their counterparts in National Conference and PDP and getting clicked together, and today they decide that they are not a part of the alliance.
Sunil Sethi, your Home Minister, targeting Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, but the Congress distancing themselves from the Gupkar alliance. How do you view this development, Sunil Sethi?
See, Congress, as has been said by my fellow colleagues, the Congress is in alliance with the Gupkar gang. It is in tactical alliance now with the Gupkar gang. Congress spokesperson Surjewala today said that they don't have, they are not the partners in the alliance, but it took them about a month to say it, and within that period of 1 month, Congress was sitting in the lap of Gupkar alliance. So please understand, this Gupkar alliance has been made for what reason? I see two reasons. Number one, the reason is that after the judgment of the High Court, this Roshni Act scam is now opened, and they know it very well that if Roshni scam, this is reopened and the investigation takes place, two things are going to happen. One, they will be prosecuted. Second, the lands which have been illegally regularized in their favor will be taken away. Now, these lands have been allotted to the leaders of PDP, to the leaders of Congress, to the leader of National Conference, majorly. There may be other beneficiaries also, majorly. Now, they see that in case they go away from the power, they remain out of the power, then there will be a chance of their lands going back, whatever illegalities they have done, that will be opened. They say a chance in fighting this election, because earlier the stand which was taken by them was that they are not going to contest the elections unless Article 370 is restored. Now, I find it very difficult to digest how the Congress can sit with the Gupkar gang, because they have to understand that Gupkar gang is pro-China, pro-Pakistan, a group which is tactically making the statement which are weakening the national integrity in Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory. Now, Congress, which takes pride that it is the party which has fought majorly for the independence of the country, are they working against their basic ideology? They are trying to weaken the independence of the country. They want to sit now with Pakistanis and Chinese to weaken India. See, Congress has to take one stand now. Whether it stands with the
but
nation,
let me tell you, it's unfortunately on this debate we don't have a supporter of the Gupkar alliance, nor do we have a supporter of the Congress. So I'm going to put forth their view. Their view, which is coming in, Sunil Sethi, is that their official Pradesh Congress Committee of J&K has said we are not part of the Gupkar alliance. They've also gone ahead and slammed Amit Shah by saying that he is resorting in baseless allegations and dirty politics. They are reiterating by saying that BJP is trying to mislead the people. We have not attended any PGDA meeting. It is only the election process that we have decided to fight together to defeat the communal forces. Sunil Sethi, that's their response. How do you view it?
No, they want to contest the election with the Gupkar alliance, a technical alliance. where they will be fielding their candidates, weaker candidates at the places where they think that Gupkar alliance has got a chance, and vice versa? Is not this an alliance, what they are working for? Their local leadership in Kashmir is all working with the Gupkar alliance people. They are working in tandem with the Gupkar gang. They want to polarize the voting pattern, where they think that there are Muslim majority seats. They will be entering into the alliance with the Gupkar gang, fielding weaker candidates, vice versa, in both sides. And wherever there is Hindu majority, they will say that we are not part of the alliance. Is the politics of the Congress comes to this level? That is very sorry state of it.
Okay, interestingly, Mehbooba Mufti has also come out and said fighting elections in an alliance is also anti-national now. BJP stitches its alliance that it wants in a hunger for power, but we are undermining national interest by putting up a united front. Mehbooba Mufti hitting back at you, Sunil Sethi. How do you respond? Also, remember, because you have been in alliance with her as well. You can call them power hungry, but you have also been in alliance with the PDP, Sunil Sethi.
See, fighting elections are not anti-national. Fighting election is not anti-national. We never said it. Their statements are anti-national. They want to polarize the politics of Jammu and Kashmir between two sets of people, one who are thinking for the country, another who are thinking against the country, and then take the benefit. What is anti-national is the statement which is made by Farooq Abdullah saying that China will help them in restoration of 370. Anti-national is the statement of Mehbooba Mufti, which says that Pakistan should be taken on board in decision with regard to 370. That is not going to happen. 370 has been revoked by Parliament. In the parliamentary debates, they all participated. National Conference also participated, PDP also participated in Rajya Sabha. Then they have taken a chance of approaching Supreme Court. They don't have confidence in Parliament. They don't have confidence in the Supreme Court also. They want to rack out an issue taking the help from the China and Pakistan when they have themselves taken the matter to the Supreme Court. Wait for the judgment of the Supreme Court.
Vikram Malhotra, you know, it's quite interesting that the BJP is calling the Congress the B team of the Gupkar gang, the Gupkar alliance, but the Congress and the Gupkar signatories turn around and call the Apni party a B team of the BJP as well. Vikram Malhotra, how do you respond to that charge, which is still leveled on you?
You see, we are fighting these elections, these DDC elections, and we are fighting majorly, but not in alliance with Bharatiya Janata Party. And Jammu, majorly, we are fighting against the Bharatiya Janata Party. So where does it is very convenient for somebody to say that, you know, it is a B team of a political party. But when we talk of an alliance, you see, we don't have an alliance with Bharatiya Janata Party. Just because we happen to meet the Prime Minister of India, he is the Prime Minister of India, not the Bharatiya Janata Party alone. So when a group comes forward and says that here we are to mitigate the problems of the people, how the matter of 370 is with the Supreme Court of India. So have faith in the Supreme Court of India and wait for the judgment. But until such time that everything cannot be in limbo, life has to go on. People have their problems, those have to be addressed. There has to be some political party which moves on with the idea of India. When these parties which have enjoyed the power at the behest of Congress and at the behest of Bharatiya Janata Party, be in alliance with them, and now they say that there won't be anybody to hold the Indian flag, and Mehbooba Mufti says that, you know, youth have no option but to take up guns. She's provoking the Indian nation every day. Yesterday also she made a statement where she said that the Gujars are being evicted and I warned the government of India that, you know, they might take up guns, and so all this is happening and they are losing ground. So suddenly they say that we can't afford to be not a part of this electoral process in terms of not contesting DDC elections. And they get together and very conveniently say that Apni party is a B team of Bharatiya Janata Party. If that had been the case, we wouldn't have been fighting them throughout the UT of Jammu and Kashmir.
Sumit Peer, you want to come in?
You see, Uday, there are a couple of points I want to make clear. You see, first of all, this Roshi scam, what we talk, what my co-panelist rightly brought up, it's a $3 billion scam. 21,000 crore, 21,000 crores. You can imagine the magnitude of money. Look at the GDP of J&K and look at the size of the scam. It's some percentage of the GDP of the whole state. Point number one. Point number two, does Congress oppose what Farooq Abdullah said? There is no clarity. Or they should come and condemn that. They should say, we will not agree to what Farooq Abdullah said. Did Congress come and condemn Mehbooba ji? What did say? There's no stand on that. I was on your ND channel just 15 minutes back, and there was a Congress spokesperson. When I asked him this question, he said, no, it is in Supreme Court and let Supreme Court decide. I told him, do you accept, are you with 370 or are you against the 370? You take a principled stand, we are against, 370 or we are for 370. Again, there is no clarity. So when the ball lands up in the first assembly's courts, that is why Congress is compelled to take a stand. And again, the stand is wishy-washy. I mean, I don't understand what the business has got China to do with this. Why don't you go and condemn Mr. Farooq Abdullah? Why don't you condemn Mahbooba? What is this crap that people will take up guns? This kind of politics has led Kashmir to the state. What is it right now? You have 42,000 people dead. You have so many people of uniform dead, and people are dying every day. And this tamasha is going on, and we are keeping on talking to them. And now it has caused all like heights of absurdity where they are talking of China for the sake of God, China. And Uday, with these things happening, a new evolution has come up. Look at Apni Party. Apni Party has cropped out of this evolution. Look at your Ladakh Hill Development Council elections. Look at DDC elections. And you will see political alternates coming. These political alternates which are coming and shaping up, that is what is rattling them. That is what is making them timid. And they are looking for these corners to find, and they are doing, they are so desperate. Now they are talking of China and Pakistan. It crossed all absolutely. Mr. Abdullah is a very senior politician. For the sake of God, Farooq Saab, aap China ki baat kar rahe hain. You know what is happening to Uyghurs in China? I mean, your Imran Khan Niazi's mom, when Imran Khan was asked what is happening to Uyghurs in China, usne bola, humne jaanch kiya, nothing seems to be happening. Imran Khan is also blind to what is happening in Uyghurs. I mean, for the sake of God, you have kind of siphoned everything out of Kashmir. You have made millions. You have used hundreds of crores for renovation of your official residences. Now what is left in Kashmir? Let the youth live. Let them go to school. Aapko problem hai ki people are going to the school. You have a problem, terrorists are getting killed. You have a problem, right to education is there. You have a problem, CAG cannot audit your books. What is your problem? You don't want prosperity of Kashmir. You want these guns to go on और दुनिया मतलब लोग जलते रहे, हमारे महल बनते रहे. That is their politics, Uday, and that is why they are opposing this.
Rajiv Chuni.
Congress, they have to come clean. They have to come absolutely clear on each and every aspect of this thing. A wishy-washy answer will not help, sir.
Rajiv Chuni, it's okay to play politics. It's okay to raise issues. It's okay to oppose Article 370. But why seek foreign intervention? Is that unfortunate, according to you? How are you viewing, Rajiv Chuni, this big debate that has broken out between the Gupkar signatories and the BJP?
देखिए, मामला ये है कि यही लोग आज से 10 दिन पहले ये बात कह रहे थे कि जब तक हमें पूर्ण राज्य का दर्जा प्राप्त नहीं हो जाता, हम किसी भी चुनाव में हिस्सा नहीं लेंगे। तो आज क्या ऐसा हो गया? राज्य तो मिला नहीं, अभी भी यूटी है और आप सारे लोग कूद गए। इसका मतलब बिल्कुल साफ है कि पावर आपका निशाना है और वही आपका गोल है। और एक बात मैं बता दूं, जिस धारा 370 की लोग बात करते हैं, पंडित नेहरू ने यह कहा था कि ये घिसते घिसते घिस जाएगी। और आज की तारीख में मैं ईमानदारी के साथ ये बात कह रहा हूं, इसका कोई रेलेवेंस जम्मू कश्मीर में नहीं रहा था, सिवाय इसके कि जो केंद्र के कानून थे वो सीधे यहां लागू नहीं होते थे। इसके अतिरिक्त इसके जितने प्रोविजंस थे उनको बारी बारी से खत्म किया गया। और किसने खत्म किया? महबूबा मुफ्ती ने, फारूक अब्दुल्ला ने, क्योंकि इन्हीं लोगों की सरकारें यहां रही और ये अपनी सुविधा के लिए उसको खत्म करते रहे। और मैं पूछना चाहता हूं, बीते 30 वर्षों से कौन सा ऐसा देश है, कौन सा ऐसा राज्य है या कौन सा ऐसा स्थान है जहां पर मिलिटेंसी लगातार चल रही हो? मैं समझता हूं कि इस पर इसकी भी एक जांच होनी चाहिए कि यहां मिलिटेंसी चलाने में, उसको नॉरिश करने में किन लोगों का अपना निजी फायदा था। और ये जो लोग हैं, ये मैं कहता हूं ये कोई पॉलिटिकल लोग नहीं है, ये ओवरग्राउंड वर्कर्स हैं। जिस तरह से मिलिटेंट्स जो है वो छुप के काम करते हैं, ये लोग खुले में काम करते हैं। और इन्होंने सिर्फ एक राजनीतिक लबादा हो रखा है लोगों को एक फेस देने के लिए कि ऐसी बात नहीं है, हम लोग राजनीति में हैं। इनको आज की तारीख में कश्मीर से भी लोगों ने डिस्कार्ड कर दिया है। यही कारण है कि ये सारे लोग इकट्ठे हो गए। इनको लगने लगा कि अगर हम अकेले अकेले चुनाव लड़ेंगे तो एक भी आदमी जीत नहीं पाएगा, तो क्यों ना हम सब इकट्ठे हो जाए। तो मैं समझता हूं कि इस बात की जांच होनी चाहिए कि बीते 30 वर्षों से यहां मिलिटेंसी क्यों चल रही है, यहां पर किन लोगों का फायदा था, इसका कारण क्या था। आप चोरी करिए, चकारी करिए, डकैतियां मारिए, लेकिन कोई अकाउंटेबिलिटी आपकी नहीं है। केंद्र सरकार आपसे क्यों नहीं पूछेगा? आप करोड़ों अरबों रुपया केंद्र सरकार का ले चुके हैं, लेकिन हिसाब देने के लिए आप तैयार नहीं है। इसलिए तैयार नहीं है क्योंकि आपने इस रियासत को लूटा है। और मैं पूछना चाहता हूं, इन परिवारों के अतिरिक्त कितने कश्मीरी हैं जिनका फायदा हुआ? एक का भी फायदा नहीं हुआ। और आज भी जो ये नारा दे रहे हैं, ये मैं फिर कह रहा हूं, ये ओवरग्राउंड वर्कर है, इनके खिलाफ सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए। और कांग्रेस को भी ये सोचना चाहिए कि हम जिस तरीके से इन लोगों के साथ मिलकर आवाज में आवाज मिला रहे हैं, हम आखिर कर क्या रहे हैं? हम क्या इस देश को क्या देना चाहते हैं? आप लड़िए चुनाव, आप जीतिए चुनाव, हमें क्या एतराज है? अगर लोग आपके साथ हैं तो हमें क्या एतराज है? लेकिन आप अगर इस तरह से करेंगे तो मैं समझता हूं ये देश के खिलाफ।
Sumit P.
I think, Uday, there is one thing which is strikingly common in all these three parties. All three parties, NC, PDP, and Congress are all family-run parties. So somewhere down the line, there is also a concerted effort to keep this family business or politics alive somehow. So there is a common point which goes beyond politics. That is on the chemistry side. Now tell me, if Mr. Mir is seen with this Gupkar alliance, he is doing all the photo ops with this Gupkar gang. Why is Congress firing Mr. Mir? Is he issuing an unconditional apology? Is he doing a PC? Who is doing a PC to clarify the stand? Are they condemning Dr. Farooq Abdullah? Are they condemning Mehbooba Mufti? What are they doing? Again, still, Uday, Congress has a typical SOP, running with the hare and hunting with the hounds. That is what they're doing. They test the waters, they see how it goes. If it goes in their favor, they will do it. If the tide turns around, which is seen in the recent, Bihar and all the bipoles across India, now after that bipole debacle only, this stand and this alliance with the Gupkar is getting too much for them to handle. They are swimming with a lot of sandbags tied to their legs. That is why they are now trying to disassociate. But my problem is, what were they doing for last 45 days? Why didn't they disassociate in the last 45 days? What was Mr. Mir doing in a photo with Mr. Abdullah and Mehbooba ji? What is their stand? I mean, if Mr. Mir is not doing the party line, is he being dismissed? Is he being sacked? Where is this hypocrisy, this playing on the both sides and befooling the nation? Won't help, Uday. Nation is smart. People are smart. You can't play both sides. You have played too long.
Rajiv Chuni.
देखिए, मैं एक बात कहना चाहूंगा, ये देश और दुनिया को पता लगनी चाहिए कि आखिर गुपकार अलायंस है क्या। गुपकार पर फारूक अब्दुल्ला साहब की कोठी है, इसलिए उसको गुपकार कहा जाता है।
जी।
वो एक गुपकार रोड है, तो वहां पर दो लोग बैठते हैं, इस बात का चिंतन और मंथन करते हैं कि हमारा क्या होगा, हमारा भविष्य तो अंधकार में हो गया। कश्मीरी भी हमें आज गले नहीं लगा रहे, जम्मू वाले लोग वैसे ही हमें नहीं पूछते, तो चलो एक काम करते हैं, चाय पर एक चर्चा करते हैं। और उस पर इन्होंने एक बना लिया कि यहां पर जो भी बात हुई, यहां पर जो भी चर्चा हुई, उसको हमने एक डेक्लेरेशन बना दिया जी, गुपकार डेक्लेरेशन। क्या तमाशा है। मैं तो कहता हूं कि हिंदुस्तान की सरकार को चाहिए कि ये लोग जिस तरीके से हमारे देश को कमजोर कर रहे हैं, चाइना की बातें करते हैं, पाकिस्तान की मदद लेने की बातें करते हैं, इनके खिलाफ सख्त से सख्त मुकदमा चलना चाहिए, इनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए। और मैं कहता
Vikram Malhotra, do you believe the Congress party
बचाव में आगे नहीं आएगा?
Vikram Malhotra, do you believe the Congress party must come out with one stand? Must come out with one stand? राजी चुनी, आपकी बात मैंने सुन ली, आपके बात सुन ली, बाकियों की भी सुन लेते हैं। Vikram Malhotra, do you believe the Congress must come out with an official stand?
You see, Congress, about 2 days back, the official spokesperson of the Jammu Congress, along with 2-3 senior functionaries, they went and met the Gupkar, signatories,
Okay.
and they had a discussion on every seat. So how can they deny it? It was all over the newspapers in Jammu and Kashmir that Congress has teamed up with the Gupkar alliance. And now suddenly, because they feel the heat, I mean, can a national party behave in this manner? They should come out, and now even if they come out, having said that, even if they come out now, it's not relevant anymore because they have fielded.
Okay, the damage has been done is what you're saying. Sunil Sethi, 10 seconds to you. I have to end. Sunil Sethi, 10 seconds.
Uday, I just want to refer to two statements of the Congress leaders. It is quoted in Hindustan Times today. Jammu and Kashmir Congress Chief Ghulam Ahmad Mir said that the People's Alliance for Gupkar Declaration will contest District Development Council poll and will try to defeat those who have been forcibly implementing laws in Union Territory. So Congress Chief is becoming a spokesperson of Gupkar Alliance.
Okay.
That is one part. So that shows what is their technical alliance. Secondly, this is again reported in the print today.
Okay.
Senior Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Monga said, We
Okay.
are with PAGD,
Okay.
that is Gupkar
Which,
Gang.
which is
We
why
are
which
with
is why I said the divergent positions coming. Officially, their stand their stand officially has been put out by Randeep Surjewala and the Pradesh Congress Committee. But as you are saying, multiple views are coming in. All right. Well, we're completely out of time. My thanks to all of our guests for joining us.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.